All right, all right, all right, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? What's going on? I see you guys all jumping in here. Um, let's see. Let me pull up the list. Let's see who we got participating. Let's go, Amanda. What's up, guys? Drop in the chat where you are chiming in from. Um, and love to see the new faces. We're always traveling, man. We're always going to new cities. We got 4 events that we're going to do before the end of the year in major cities. So let me know where you're at. Orlando's in the house. Latoya Clarksdale, what's going on? There we go. Martinsburg. Is that West Virginia? Let's go. Florida's in the house. I see you. Spencer, what's going on? I see you. Detroit's in the house. I see you. Let's go. All right, guys. Hey, do me a favor, man. Drop. It's Friday, right? Money Making Friday. Drop a 1 in the chat if you guys are excited for your business. If you're excited for where you see yourself going in 2025 and 2026. You know what I mean? And you're going to do some big things. Drop a 1 in the chat. Let me see where you guys are at. I want to see who's excited about the business, who's moving. There we go. I see you. There we go. There we go. Love it. Spencer, Nestor, what's going on? Love it, man. Kelly, let's go. All right, guys. So I'm excited. We really at My Free Score Now, guys, I'm the director of marketing for My Free Score Now, marketing and media, and really just affiliate growth. For those of you guys that don't know, real quick, in a nutshell, I'm gonna give you my background. I was able to
not
go
director. You're head of marketing. Head, not director. Head.
The head. There we go. Head of marketing. There we go. We make money, baby. That's what we go. Give me whatever title you want, Rafa. Anything you want to call me. We make money over here. We drive business, and so we're excited to do that and help you guys do the same thing. I was able to go 0 to 45 million in sales, guys. Over 50,000 clients. Special operations, military background. I've been a sales trainer for Fortune 500 companies. I've traveled all around the world, and I've grown sales teams in multiple countries. And so I'm excited to build one of the largest financial education, sales training, and affiliate training programs right here in My Free Score Now. Rest assured, guys, we're going to have over 10,000 affiliates making fat checks, going across the stage, carrying your check. We're going to be celebrating you. You're going to be in arenas, guys, arenas sold out with your peers around you. Everybody's celebrating because we're all growing our businesses, learning how to help millions of people and changing lives. And there's nothing better than to make a lot of money helping other people have a better life. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Today's training, I'm going to go over the basics. That's why this is called Back to the Basics. This is my absolute favorite sales training program. I don't care if you've been doing sales for 10 years or if this is your day 1 in sales. This, you should be able to pick something up and learn from and deploy it immediately in your business. I'll go over some of the secret sauce within it. But right here for your notes, note takers are money makers. 7 steps to dominating a consultation. And you can deploy this in an email. You can deploy this in a text message. You can deploy this on the phone, right? You can change how you deploy this. But at the end of the day, all of this training does produce results. So let's go. Number 1, dominate the intro. So whenever you're introducing yourself to somebody, there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can do it with low energy, or you can do it with high energy. You can do it with low enthusiasm or high, and you can do it with negativity or positivity, right? How somebody sees you is going to be a direct reflection on how you see yourself. So you need to make sure that what you seek is seeking you. So you gotta be dressed to impress. You gotta show up. You gotta feel confident, right? You don't have to wear a suit and tie, but you have to feel good. I cannot show up on this call, right, in my PJs and deliver as well. I'm not going to feel as good, right? I got my Free Score Now hat. I got my Epic Pro. I got my black tee. I just got my workout in. Like, I feel good right now. My energy is high. If you guys can tell right now, my energy is high, drop a 2 in the chat. If Jay Will's energy is coming and you're about to get the fire, drop a 2 if you already know. Energy is contagious. It's contagious. So you can come across with high energy in a text message. You can also do it on a phone call. It's easier face-to-face, belly-to-belly, and on a phone call. So I prefer those methods, but it can be displayed in all fashions, in all ways, right? So enthusiasm is contagious. People are going to be infected by your energy. So if it's a positive energy, it's an uplifting. If it's, hey, I want to be able to help you today. What can we do to solve your problem? How long have you been, hurting with this problem? Or how long have you not been able to get your business the funding that it needs, or get your credit to the results that you need? You gotta have high energy, the energy of somebody that wants to help, the energy of a coach, right? You got to be sharp as a tack. So number one, you got to have enthusiasm. Number two, and you got to do this within the first 90 seconds, guys. 90 seconds, people are judging you on your energy and whether or not they want to work with you. So you got to get really good at these three things. Number one, great energy. Number two, you got to be sharp. You got to know what you're talking about. Sharp as a tack. You got to know the industry, know what they're trying to accomplish. Are they trying to get a business? Are they trying to grow their business? Are they trying to fix their credit to get a car? Are they trying to get a new car or a used car? Are they trying to get a home? What kind of home? Are they trying to get a second home? Is it a vacation home? Where are they trying to get that home? Like, you need to know things about the industry, and you need to know a little bit about all the goals that 90% of your clients are going to have. 90% of your clients are either going to want a new car, new home, money for their business, or some way, shape, or form their credit is hindering their life. Maybe they're looking to get a security clearance for a government job, a city job, a state job, a county job. You cannot be law enforcement right now. Little tip for you guys. You cannot be law enforcement right now. That means a probation officer. That means a correction officer. That means a police officer. None of those jobs. A fireman can you be if you have shitty credit. So some people are just out there trying to get themselves into a profession and their credit is holding them back, right? So you got to identify that, and you got to know that. I have to know that law enforcement needs a certain credit score in order to get hired. How else am I going to help law enforcement officers with my business? You see what I'm saying? So you got to know this. You got to be sharp, know your vocabulary, know the vernacular, know the industry, know what you're trying to accomplish for a client. Dominating the intro means you're enthusiastic, you're sharp, and lastly, you're a figure of authority. Okay, that means you have to walk, talk, and act as if. You have to act as you're the president of your company, even if you're just the manager, even if you're the operations officer, even if you're the head of marketing. Whatever your position is, you better walk, talk, and act and represent yourself like you are the freaking president, like you are the only person that matters in your business. Why? People are going to treat you how you treat yourself. So if you say, hey, look, let's say you call J Will's credit repair, you want to talk to J Will. Let's say it was Raphael's credit repair. You want to talk to J Will. Why? Because J Will's the expert. He's the figure of authority. He's the person that knows everything, what's going on in the landscape, knows the industry, right? And you want to edify yourself or anybody you introduce to. Like, let's say I'm introducing somebody, Raphael. I don't want to say, hey, I want to bring Raphael and introduce you guys. That's garbage. That's a rookie move. You don't want to do that to your business. I don't want to introduce you to my manager. He can help you. That's terrible. What I want to do is I want to say, hey, Mr. Customer, I want to introduce you, and I'm going to edify 4 things: money, knowledge, help, and character. Money, knowledge, help, and character. Hey, I want to introduce you to Mr. Molina. Always use the last name. Don't use the first name. I want to introduce you to Mr. Molina, incredibly sharp, knows all the details about the industry and can help you in your situation. Amazing gentleman. I've seen him help thousands of people save them money in their credit and financing new things because he was able to help them. Incredible gentleman. I've known him for a while. Great character. Trust me, like I would trust this guy with my kids. And this is definitely somebody that you want to work with because they can help you get to where you want to be. Money. Talked about saving the money. Help, talked about how he was willing to help people. Knowledge, talked about what he knew in the industry. And character, I talked about how I trust this person. When I edify somebody like that, they're not saying, who is Raphael? Is he your cousin, your brother? Is he a fucking Walmart shopper? They're not saying that. They're saying, oh, damn, Mr. Molina is an expert. Mr. Molina is sharp. He's helped a lot of, I want to meet Mr. Molina for sure. And I want to listen and do what Mr. Molina tells me to do because why? I edify him. Edification is huge in sales, huge in closing. You can edify yourself sometimes, right? What did I do to start this call? Hey, my name is Jay Will. I've done $0 to $45 million in credit. I've been able to help over 50,000 clients, right? I have X amount of leadership. Like, I'm able to edify myself a little bit. And you have to do that in order to get your clients to know you, to like you, and to trust you. They got to know that they're working with an expert. They don't want to work with boo-boo the foo. They want to work with an expert. They want to work with somebody who's sharp, great energy, and a figure of authority. We're going to save all your questions, guys, for the end, okay? We'll make sure we go through them. I'll devote some good time. Number 2, what's hurting you or your why? Write that down, your why. Everybody has a why. Your why is what gets you up in the morning. Your why is what makes you sometimes cry if things aren't going your way in your life. Sometimes your why hurts you. But what I always tell people is you need a why that's not going to let you cry. You need a why that's going to get your ass up and make you fly and make you go accomplish things. So you need to understand a customer's why. What is the reason their credit is hurting? Who's in their life? Who is this credit also hurting in addition to just them? Right? Do they have kids? Do they have a spouse? Do they have a business? Like, start asking questions. And I call it peeling the onion, because not everybody's going to tell you everything up front. A lot of times you got to ask deeper questions. And the person that asks the questions is in control of the conversation. Write that down. The person asking questions in a conversation is in control of the conversation. If I ask Raphael, hey, Raphael, when's the last time you went to Disneyland? He's got to think about what? Disneyland. What he's not thinking about is all the other things that are going sideways. What he's not thinking about is, how much is this right now? Or does this even work? Or are you a scam? He's going to focus on what I'm asking him because I'm guiding him in the direction. It's called a sales framework, right? You got to know the mechanics of a sales cycle in order to get somebody down the line and keep them focused and keep their eye on the prize and off of what their negative aunt told them, what their mama told them about money, what their cousin said about credit repair. You want to get them focused. So you have to be asking credible questions. I call them targeted questions. Like, I'm not going to ask Raphael, hey, is it cold where you're at? I might ask him, but that's an irrelevant question. That doesn't help me get him closer to getting his credit repaired or closer to getting his business funded. So I got to ask him questions like, hey, Raphael, when was the last time you tried to get a loan for your business and you got your credit checked out? When was the last time somebody told you no about, getting your business funded? Or what's prompting you to want to fund your business right now that you're fixing your credit? Like, what's going on behind that? You got to understand what they're going through. The drama is in the details, so make sure you're detailing out the drama. Paraphrase what they say back to them so they know you're listening and that you understand. And people always want to work with somebody that understands what they have going on. That's why you got to listen. A lot of listening, right? Number 3, stack ammo. So everything you're asking during this consultation period, and guys, I'm going to say this multiple times, I spend like 5 minutes on their credit report. I spend most of the time I'm on the phone, and it's usually no more than 30 minutes, right? 30 minutes I try to cap myself on. I'll go 45 if I need to. Sure as hell not going an hour. If you're on the phone for an hour with people, in my opinion, you're spending too much time talking about things that probably is not helping you close the deal, right? Make sure you respect your time, respect their time. The way to make more money is to get more sales per hour. You can't do that if you're spending an hour for every customer. It's not going to work that way, right? So you got to get more efficient, more faster. You got to stack ammo. You got to gather all necessary questions. I use a paper or digital form, and it has an acronym. It says FORM. It stands for family. I'm going to ask questions about their situation, their family. O stands for occupation. I'm going to ask questions about their job. What do they do for a living? How do they earn money? So I start to know what's their earning potential. I start to know what package am I going to pitch them. Am I going to pitch them the DIY because they're broke and busted? Or am I going to able to ask for a $5,000 education pack because I know they make money, right? So you got to stack ammo so you can know what the situation is. The R stands for build a relationship. Right? I want to have likability. So whatever it is their goals are, I want to have likability in that. If Raphael's goal is to buy a new condo in New York, I'm going to talk. Oh, Raphael, I just went to New York, or I have a cousin in New York, or man, I've always wanted to go to New York. What part of New York are you trying to buy in? I want to have likability with who I'm working with so I can relate with them better. The more I can relate with somebody, guys, sales and closing is all about emotion. You do not buy from somebody you don't like and trust. Guaranteed. Try it. Go anywhere to anybody, strike a deal with somebody, say, hey, I want to give you this for this. They say, oh, yeah, sure. Go to reach out and shake their hand and let them not shake your hand. Let them pull away. I promise you don't want to do business with them. Why? Because you just almost don't trust them. Why? Just because they didn't want to shake your hand? You see what I'm saying? It's a weird feeling buying from somebody you don't like. And people don't do it typically. So Make sure that you understand part of sales is psychological, part of closing is likability and relatability. So you want to ask questions. Where are you currently living? How long you been there? How do you like it? What do you not like about what you do? What do your kids not like about living in that apartment? And what do they like about having, what do they want about having a big backyard? Make them sell themselves. The more you get a client talking about all the problems that are going on from the situation that you know damn well you can solve, the selling becomes easy. It becomes them starting to say, damn, I need to do this. Why aren't I doing this? I have A, B, C, D, E, F, G reason why. Yeah, I need to just do this. Let's go. That's how you get people to do that. Okay. Number 4, paint the picture. All right. Paint the picture. I used to go to my sales team. I'd had 100 people in a call center, and I'd walk by them and I'd hear them on the phone, and they'd be talking about, what they're doing or what they're selling or what's going on. And they'd be talking to clients, and I would go like this to them so they see me. And what that means is paint the picture, right? Paint the picture. And so if you're talking about what you want, or you're talking about their goals, and they can't see it clearly, like actually picture it, you're trying to sell them through facts and figures instead of telling a story. And facts is not what sells, guys. Stories is what sells, right? I can tell you right now, hey, you guys should go to Disneyland. It's the funnest place on earth. There's a mouse there. It's right there in Anaheim, California. The weather's pretty great, and kids love it. You have a great time. Those are all facts about Disneyland. That does not sell you to go to Disneyland. Now, what I can say is, guys, you want to go to Disneyland, where it's literally the safest place that the kids can go, right? It's amazing. You can smell the churros as soon as you walk in there. The mouse comes and is taking pictures with your kids. It's the most memorable experience they're ever going to have. They're going to cherish that. You're going to be able to ride all the different rides. They got a fast pass that puts you to the head of the ride. You skip everybody. You literally can get a guide to take you through and walk you up to the front of the line. They have exclusive packages. They got a hotel entrance where you can stay in the hotel, literally come out of the hotel in the morning and go straight into the park exclusive. You see what I'm saying? I can tell you the story of what it's like and what your experience is going to be, or I can just tell you a bunch of facts. Facts tell, stories is what sells. Write that down. Facts tell, stories is what sells. And so you got to make sure you're telling stories. Some of the ways that I like to do that, I like to use techniques like build, break, build. I call it BBB. Build, break, build. What that looks like is I'm going to build somebody up. Hey, Raphael, great job, man. I know you have challenge credit. Most people, just letting you know, most people do nothing about it. Most people sit with bad credit. They complain about it. They don't pick up the phone, and they don't take initiative to even jumping on a consultation and seeing what we can do for you, dude. Great job. I'm going to build him up so he feels confident. Confident people make confident decisions. Confident people make buying decisions. Emotional people, negative people, people feeling down or sad, do not make good buying decisions. So you have to build their confidence up that they've made great decisions before. Raphael, clearly you've made great decisions. You're a great family man. You're able to accomplish a lot of things. You got a house for your family. You got all these different things going for your family. The only challenge is your credit. So you've made great decisions before. It's time to make another great decision and solve that problem. You see what I'm saying? It allows you to be able to build their confidence. So build them up. Then you got to break their ass though. Then you got to let them know, hey, wrap up. You know what? I know you're ready to go, but I want to be real with you. I want to be honest and transparent so we have a great relationship, and I'm in your corner. You didn't get into bad credit in one night, so you're not going to get out of it in one night. I don't have a magic wand. I'm not going to sell you on something or tell you something that's false. I'd rather be transparent so you can trust me. This is going to take some time. Minimum, I recommend before you even think about asking me, hey, what's going on? 90 days needs to go by. Minimum. So that we can have the time to do what we need to do and make sure and review and correct and do what we need to do again before we even think. I'm going to break him. I'm going to give him the right expectation. Right? I'm going to tell them that this isn't easy. It would be very difficult for you to do with the amount of work that our legal team and my technology that I have in the background, Gala, and all the team behind them, everything that's working to work on your credit, Rafa. I would do you a disservice by telling you this is it's 30 days. That's a lie. I'm not going to tell you. So I'm going to break him. I'm going to make sure that he knows like this is serious. We're going to bat for you and you can't do it. And then lastly, I'm going to build him up again. But great news, you got our team, you got me working with you. We're going to have these communications set in place. Expect this email, expect this text message. Here's a great phone number for you. Boom, right? Do me a favor, Rafa, click that survey link right there while we're on the phone. I'll get you the best deal. Let me know how my consultation was with you. He gives me a little survey. Boom. Guys, I'm making money and getting positive reviews all at the same time, right? And what am I doing? I'm building him up. I'm breaking him down. I'm building him up again. It's called build, break, build. Okay. Make sure you're leveraging drama in the details. Make sure you're talking about their drama. You're peeling the onion. You're really like I'm gonna ask questions like, "Oh, Raphael, you have 3 girls. Okay, you're single dad, 3 girls. I understand. Rafa's not, right? But for example, Raphael is a single dad. Hey, Rafa, how long do you want to keep your girls in an apartment where they don't really have space to grow? Right? Like, how long do you want to keep that drama going? You want to detail out their drama, make them think about the things that really are hurting them. Like a friend of mine used to tell me, "Hey, Rafa, can I be honest with you?" He would tell me that, "Jay, Will, can I be honest with you?" And I would say, yeah, be honest with me. And he would hit me right in the breadbasket, like, bam. He would say, "Hey, new friend to new friend. How long are you going to keep telling a stranger that you can't afford to change your kid's life?" Oh man, that's like socking somebody right in the breadbasket. You know what I mean? Like that's a hit, like bam. Right. So you got to tell those stories and you got to make sure you're dramaing out the details because the details are in the drama. All right. Make sure the future pull is what you have on them, right? Constantly talking about what is your business going to look like if you execute this, you fix your credit. Now we get you into business funding. By the way, you should have another offer to be able to get them to the goal. If you're trying to get them into a house and the only thing you're offering, the only thing you're referring them to is your own credit, you're skipping getting them funding, getting them to look at the home, getting them a mortgage. You're skipping all these things that you could be sending people out to connects that you have where you make a revenue share or maybe you get a little kickback. The point is make more money. 5 M's, write this down. More meetings means more money. That means you need to set up more meetings with your clients to be able to get them satisfied all the way to their goals to make you more money. More meetings means more money. 5 M's. All right. Let's go back. Here we go. Number 5, sweet talk. Mr. Ben, that stands for make a recommendation, share the benefits, showcase that what you're doing is easy, and normalize what it is that you do, right? Make a recommendation, share the benefits, show that it's easy, and normalize what you do. So that's going to be something like, hey, Raphael, look, I know, I know you don't know what to do. You're unsure if you want to file bankruptcy or if you want to just pay off the collections. Here's what I recommend. I'm going to make a recommend. Here's what I recommend. I recommend you do credit repair first. You start with our product here. Here's why. I'm going to hit some of the benefits. Boom. This is why you get results. I've had clients do this. I've had this experience and I've had this client come to me in your exact same situation. They were going to go that route. They trusted me for 90 days and boom, they got X. You got to tell a story, right? Share the benefits, tell a story. Then showcase, hey, look, it's easy. Imagine if you had to go file bankruptcy, you got to go talk to an attorney, you got to go sit down, you got to go to court, blah, 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 right? Imagine you got to call them yourself. You're trying to do credit repair. You got to call them. You got to make sure your letters are correct. When they send them back to you, you got to send them back on time. You're going to get a stall. I'm going to tell them why it's not easy to do. It's not easy to do what we do. So I'm going to showcase why it's easy. And then I'm going to say, honestly, at the end of the day, Raphael, majority of my customers, majority of the people I get on a consultation like this, they decided to go this route because honestly, it's just like easier. And it's what most people decide to do. It's the smarter, easier thing to do. See what I'm saying? So I'm going to normalize it. Nobody wants to feel like they're the odd man out. Nobody wants to feel like, oh, I'm going to test this out to see if it works. Right? Everybody wants to do what everybody else is doing that's working. So you got to, people want things cookie cutter. They want things microwavable, right? Fast food mentality. So you got to make sure that you're articulating that that's what you can provide. If that's what you're saying you can do, right? Showcase that it's easy. All right. I like using another tool is called Feel, Felt, Found. Hey, Andy, I know exactly how you feel. I've been in the same exact situation. I've been there before where my credit is broken, busted. I couldn't really take care of my family. But here's what, I felt that way. I know what it's like to be at the bottom. But here's what I found out. If I kept doing the same old things, if I kept making excuses, if I wasn't willing to go all in and do whatever it is I got to do, show up to go up, then I'm not going to, then I would be able to get the results I want. But if I didn't do that, if I kept doing what everybody else does, who's broken, busted, I was going to keep being broken, busted. Right. So you got to, that's a great little acronym: feel, felt, found. I know how you feel. I felt the same way, or I know somebody who felt the same way, but this is what we found out. Okay. And create the solution. Shows empathy. You're relating to their situation, and then you're going to share your solution. Right. You're making a recommendation. We talked about that. Everybody's always looking for the what's in it for me, the with them. So you got to constantly talking about what is in it for them. And it's not just fixing their credit. That's like 20% of what they want. It's bigger than that. If you treat your clients like they have a bigger goal, they're going to respect you that way. They're going to want to do business with you that way. But if all you're focused on is just getting some collections knocked off and that's it, boom, 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 I don't care, I got my little $50 from you or $100 or whatever, that's how they're going to see you. And that's how the kind of business you're going to have, right? So I recommend thinking much bigger about your clients, thinking much further, extending your LTV, your lifetime value of a client, so that way you have the ability to maximize and make the most money. All right. Number 6, power time. Power time. Tonality is key. Tonality is key. In the chat, guys, let me get a 6. Drop a 6 in the chat. If you guys can hear my tone, if you guys can hear my tonality, it varies. It gets exciting. I slow down. I speed up. I'm able to get you excited about things, and I'm able to keep it real. I'm able to talk to you, right? The tonality is key in how you're talking to somebody, because 70% of what you say is not your words. It's the voice inflections that you give. It's the pauses. Think about people, that are amazing at speeches. Think about Martin Luther King. I have a dream. Like there's tempo in it, like a song. You know what I mean? Think about your favorite artist, your favorite musical artist. I know my man Rafa on here has got Kendrick. What's up, Rafa? Jump on here. Drop me a Kendrick bar.
Push a T.
You know what
No,
I'm saying?
push a T.
You know what I mean? There's rhythm to that. Like you can almost sing it. You know what I mean? So when you're pitching somebody and you're giving a consultation, you have to give. It really is like an entertainment. If you're really good, not only do you inform them, you educate them, you consult them, you close them, but you also give them an experience where they're like, damn, nobody's never talked to me like that. Nobody's helped me like that. Nobody's made me feel this way. And they're always going to send you referrals, and they're always going to come back. But if you're like, hey, yeah, Andy, we can do a consultation. You got 10 things negative. We can fix that. It costs $149 a month. You don't got the money. I understand. We'll call you later. Bye. Click. I hear people like that. And I'm like, son, you're not making no money. None. Because you don't actually care about the client. You're not trying to solve a problem. You're not paying attention to your own energy. I recommend putting a mirror in front of you. And when you're on the phone, because you're going to see, you can tell, guys, look, I can turn around right now. Who can tell right now that I'm talking and I'm smiling? What's up? Let's go. Who can tell I'm not smiling right now, that I don't give a shit? I don't care, whatever. You don't have to see my face to know if I have a good attitude or a bad attitude, if I feel great about what I do or if I don't, if I'm actually helping a lot of clients or if I'm bullshitting. You could tell by how I sound on the phone, by how my voice is, by how aggressive I am about trying to help my clients, right? You could tell. So tonality is key. Use power statements. Hey, your company, this is a great place to start getting you into your goal. This is where everybody starts. One of the great things about My Free Score now is Gala. Nobody else has access to it. Nobody on the market. And this is one of the fastest growing tools that are providing results for credit repair companies. One of the great things about My Free Score now is this is the credit repair owner's company. There ain't no other company out there that thinks about the credit repair owner like My Free Score now. Zero. I can tell you right now. And I've been through all of them. See what I mean? These are power statements. So you got to use power statements about yourself, your company, not just your company. What you represent is bigger than your company, guys. You guys are partnered with companies like My Free Score now, like Gala. These are companies, right? These are all these companies that you're partnered with and associated with. These are major companies doing millions of dollars. So if you're by yourself, brand new, I'm sorry, my friend. It's not just you. That's bullshit. You got a whole team. You got me in your corner. You got Raphael. You got Bruce, who's ran a $250 million company. Right now, we're going to do it again. You got our entire 20, 30-man team of development agents in the background waiting for you to pick up the phone or send an email saying, hey, I want to be My First Score Now's next #1 producer. I want to be a top income earner. What can I do? What can I do to set up my business? How can I set up my, how can I set up my co-brand? How can I set up my funding snapshot? What is it that these top guys are doing that I'm not doing? You have a whole team in the background right now that's just chomping at the bit, waiting in front of their computer, wagging their tail like a doggy, trying to get you guys to make money. Okay. So trust me, when you're talking to these clients, reassure them, let them know like they're in the right place, the right time with the right people for a reason. Number 7, guys, to close it out, coffee is for closers, just like I'm doing on this call. Closing you guys out, letting you know how much we care about you, and understand 90% of all objections are just complaints. 90%. Somebody says it's cold outside. You're right. I'm still going to go outside. Somebody says, I don't want to go to work today. Damn, you're right. I don't either. Get up and get in your car. They're still going to do it if they complain. If they're complaining, it's irrelevant if they complain. So just push stands for persist until something happens. Just keep pushing. Nobody's ever going to say, hey, Raphael, you pushed me too hard into my new home. You pushed me too hard to get a 750 credit score. You pushed me too hard to give my kids the best life ever. Nobody's ever going to say that to you. Somebody's always going to remember the person that made them do something different, but usually it takes somebody that's a little bit different, that has a little bit better character, and that cares a little bit more to push people to do the right thing for them. You know they need it. They know they need it. Probably their family knows they need your help. So keep pushing, stay following up, minimum 12 times. The person that follows up the most makes the most money. End of story. Always agree with how a buyer feels. Never get into an argument. Right? That's right. Never get into an argument with them. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help them. You're always just going to have friction. So always agree. Hey, I understand prices are high. I understand. I agree with you. Prices are high. You also get what you pay for in life. You can either get a Walmart result or you can get Louis Vuitton result. But we both know money leads to results. So I get it. I understand. It does cost a lot. You're right. Credit repair does take time. You're right. Agree with them. Don't fight them. Use their why to push their emotional response. Understand 80% of the buying decision is because emotional-based decision buying, okay? And at the end of the day, money is exchanged. I'm going to take the money out of my pocket, right? Money is exchanged when value is exchanged, no more, no less. When people say it's too expensive, they're just telling you, you have not justified me to take out the money in my wallet to pay for what you're saying. But rest assured, they're going to go spend that money on something else. So when people say, I don't have the money, or it's not in the budget, or it's too much, that's bullshit. They're going to go spend their money somewhere. They're going to Vegas. They're going to Miami. They're buying new TVs. They're going to the bar. They're buying things that they don't need in their life. Look at their credit report. That'll tell you enough, right? So don't accept these excuses that it's too high or that they don't have the money. That's bullshit. Money is just a measurement of value, no more, no less. So hopefully you guys got some value out of today's training. I wanted to keep it short, keep it spicy. I'm going to get this on YouTube for you guys so you can rewatch it, take notes. We got plenty of trainings like this. We do this live. We're going to be running workshops in a city near you where we can sit down with your business and we'll bring the media team and we can get headshots and we can get you guys videos and we can have a green screen. All that stuff is coming to a city near you. Make sure you scan this QR code. Okay, shoot me a text. Shoot me a text with your name. And if whatever value piece you got from today's training, I'll make sure I send you something special, hook you up, and I'll plug you guys into my personal texting coaching program where I make sure you stay up to date with our latest tools, our latest trainings and events and Zooms, and you guys got direct access to me. So I appreciate everybody. I'm going to open it up for some questions. And let me know real quick. Drop a 5 in the chat. If you guys got some value from today's training, drop a 5.
A 5, that was a 10.
Let's go. I appreciate that. All right, let's open it up. Anybody have any questions? We had a good training today. 40 people on here. What's up, y'all? I didn't even see that. Connie, Alexis, let's go.
I got a question.
Run it.
Two. What is the gala program, and then where are going to be the cities for your next events?
Woo, great question. Okay, so first question is M2 Gala. Make sure I got this right, Rafa. M2gala.com. Is that correct?
Yes.
M2gala.com, and is it's an amazing resource for producing Metro 2 compliance results for your clients. So definitely recommend that. It's exclusive to My Free Score now. People are getting amazing results with that, so check that out. It's not a CRM, but it is a tool to get you results. So that's Metro 2. And then the next city that we're looking at coming up, I think it's going to be, it hasn't been fully locked in, guys, but prepare that there is a potential New York event on the horizon, small New York networking event, second week of September.
Yes, I'm happy about that. That's Patrice.
Yep.
I'm in New York.
Yeah, let's go. So it's coming. That's coming.
When is Miami coming? Sunny Miami. Forget
Miami's
New York.
coming.
New York is
We're
falling
thinking,
apart.
We're thinking October is probably Miami, but that one's coming too. And we got a special one at the end of the year. I don't want to announce it, but this one's fire. Nobody's gonna want to miss this.
The gala's gonna be sick. Yeah,
the gala's gonna be fire. Yep, crazy.
Our second gala.
Yep, and that's gonna be a lot of exclusivity to it, guys. So just a best piece of advice is just grow your companies, man. Grow your companies and leverage everything you can to grow your company, because you're not gonna want to miss this event, and you're not gonna want to miss what we have in store for you guys.
I got that question. Who do I connect with business funding?
Great question. We have a couple of resources. Improve You's one, and Let's Get Funded is one in the portal. Both of those guys, the owners of those companies, are in the Facebook group. Evan is one, Lamar and Kevin is another. So you can reach out to them directly.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. What else you guys got?
Can you explain how the affiliate works? The affiliate for my score?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want, I can jump in, Jay. Well, so
yeah,
basically,
please.
it's free to join. We can put the link on the chat if Arlie or Jay will, because I'm driving. I'm sorry. Or you could also find it on the website. But it's free to join. You're able to get your co-branded links instantly within the first 10-15 minutes. You get free lead generation tools. You get a big back office. You get a member list. You get access to all the tools that we have. And join the community. We have a great community that's being built, and it's free again, like I mentioned, and it's really quick to start. So if you sign up within the next 10-15 minutes, you'll get a phone call from my from my call center, and then they'll walk you through. They'll give you a walkthrough of all the features and benefits, and then you can literally get started right away. Like you'll get your enrollment links today.
Yeah, because I'm having a problem right now with Identity IQ, and I'm almost at about 300 clients a month.
Drop them.
But the thing about it is, like, it's capping my income. Like, I don't never make no more than like 2,800 a month, and I got almost 300 clients a month.
Yeah, so some of the basic structures right now that we have for like a $29.90, you can earn $12.50 a month per every active, up to $16, and then we also have customizable plans where if you want to do a different price point, then the commissions come out higher. So if you'd like, we could set up a call with you if you'd like, or send me an email. I could kind of walk you through a little more. Again, the call center. Like, yeah. So my email is Rafael, Rafael at myfreescorenow.com.
Okay, I got you.
But it's really easy to join. Just got to fill out the form. You'll get everything up and running instantly, and you'll literally be ready to go right away. And then if you want to migrate some customers over, then you can email me, and I can tell you about how we can do that.
Okay, I'm gonna send the email now.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, Rafa's absolutely fired for that, guys. Amazing individual at being able to migrate customers, makes it seamless. Highly recommend him. I dropped my cell phone number in there for you guys. Shoot me a text, and then I can help you out. George, I see you have your hand raised. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, Grill? Well, I just want to ask some few questions. Yesterday, I got my links for My Free Score Now. They're awesome.
Awesome.
But I would like to see
great.
if you have any, or if somebody has any ads on Instagram, showing get your free credit reports. I want to start recording those kind of videos. I don't know who has those. That way I could take a look at those, glance, and I can start recording those, because that's a very good source to get.
Yep, I recommend everybody on here. A couple of things. That's a great question, George. I can point you to a few of our highly successful partners, and you can kind of see exactly how they're doing it and how they're running it. But everybody, I recommend joining our Facebook partners group. Let me show you guys. And the reason why is because everybody in there is extremely helpful, and they're all willing to help you guys with different resources. Some of them have different resources and different things that they do, and different things that they can help you grow your company with. So highly recommend you guys jumping into here. Is what it looks like. We have 1,800 members already. We just started this at the end of last year. So obviously it's exploding. We want to have 10,000 people in here. And so it's a great place to reach out with people and engage. So everybody, I recommend that. And then the last one, I also recommend going to My Free Score Now TV. MyFreeScoreNowTV.com. This is our YouTube channel that's been organized in a way where you can get access to, if you want to see the events, if you're trying to recruit anybody. And by the way, guys, highly recommend and encourage you recruiting new partners, new CROs, because you earn off of that. You get a huge reoccurring commission off of bringing somebody into My Free Score Now. So think about that. That's like you opening up. You can either cook more cheeseburgers or you can open up more McDonald's. Now, I recommend doing both. Cheeseburgers cooking makes you money, but also opening up new McDonald's makes you money too. So highly encourage you guys to recruit new people. The best way to that, just send them our stuff, man. Send them our training videos, send them our testimonies, our shorts, our events. Nobody's competing up with us with tools, with culture and events. So highly recommend you guys jump into here and start accessing those and checking out those. Any other questions?
I have a question. How does the lead generation work? Do you just go in, update your information, and they populate? You eventually get them, or you have to do something different or extra?
So, great question. So we create lead generating tools, and those tools make it's free for you because you can take that tool and display it on anywhere you want, social media, web page, blog, anywhere you want. And your audience is going to see that tool. And what happens is they're able to pull a one bureau. Rafa, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Equifax, one,
That's right.
one report. And so that's free. That costs us money to be able to provide that. And that's a free tool. Not only that, but obviously the development of putting your logo and your branding on top of that tool. So it looks like it's something, from your company that you're presenting. And so as you show that to your audience, you get leads that fall into your platform and your portal, and you can log into your portal and you can see all the different leads that are coming in from you posting that tool anywhere you want. So that's how it works.
So basically in your portal, you go to lead generation tab, and that's where you configure it, right? So you're going to put it's very simple, very straightforward. You'll put your business phone number and emails.
Yep.
Then it'll ask you to pick a price because if they want to upgrade, and then we even have some videos in there that show you how to configure it. But it's really straight. I mean, you should still watch it if you want. If you guys want, you should. And then it also shows you a video of what it actually looks like to the prospects when you put that link out there. And so all of you guys have access to this link. It's customizable to your business, and they like Jay Will said, your prospects will get a free Equifax score and credit score if they're using Credit Snapshot. If they're using the Funding Snapshot, not only are you going to get a free Equifax score and summary, but you'll know if they're eligible for business funding and how much. You'll also, and if they don't qualify, you'll also know why they don't qualify. You'll still have the upgrade ability to do that, but it's very easy to configure in your lead generation tab. And then whenever you get a new lead, we're going to send you a text message and an email saying you have a lead. And then, or if you're logged into your portal, you'll see under Snapshot Leads tab, that's where you'll see all the leads that you get through there, and hopefully you can convert them to a 3 bureau. Hopefully you convert them to a paying customer.
Okay, so once you do the you sign up and you save it. I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out. Where is the post that I can post, or is it just my regular link? Well, no, it can't be that
So
link.
you're gonna get, so you have you have your normal co-brand links, right? For
Mm-hmm.
the whatever price point you pick, whether it's $29.90 with a trial or no trial.
Correct.
But then there's also the lead generation is a different link, and that one they don't have to put a credit card, and it does not affect their score, and doesn't cost you or your customer anything. That one you can put on social media. We also gave you a QR code, so if you wanted to print it on business cards or on a hat or shirt, and you can just put that out right now. Like all of you guys can grab your link, put it on your social media feed. Like start with your Facebook group or your Instagram group. Hey, interested in funding? There you go. And no credit card required, and you'll start getting leads right now if you just start using that.
Okay. I'm
Also, we
trying
have
to.
a
I
call
just don't see
center.
where it's going, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
may just
well,
have to call someone so they
so we
can
have
walk me through it.
we've because we've done trainings. There's videos on the YouTube. I think this week we did that. On Wednesday, I think I was showing people how to do that.
Let's go. Let's go.
So we've got videos on that on YouTube, and then also
Okay.
my call center can help you. If you just call them, say, "Hey, I want to set up my credit snapshot. Can you help me?" And
Okay.
they'll help you. Yep.
Great. I'm
Oh,
definitely
there it
to do
is.
that.
I think it's in that one. It's like, yeah, that's the video right there. Boost your commission payouts, because it talks about lead generation in the second half of that video.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's YouTube, right?
Yep.
Correct. MyFreeScoreNowTV.com will lead you straight there. MyFreeScoreNowTV.com. Yep. Great question. Anybody else? Who else has got some questions? Appreciate everybody staying on to the end. Guys, just a reminder, we do have a Facebook post out there that's we're trying to make sure we put out specific things, and there's custom things that we send out, and little things that we want to make sure that we take care of you guys on, as far as whether we're shipping and sending information. It might be a ticket. You never know what you might get. So update your email, your address, your phone number. Make sure all that stuff is updated accurately with MyFreeScore Now, because you could be missing out. I'll give you an example. We sent out invites last year. We did a full paid, all expenses, hotel, rooms, the conference, the food, literally for 3 days. Everything was paid for, and it went to people's emails and phone numbers, and a lot of people didn't have their stuff accurate. A lot of people missed out. So I don't want you guys to miss out on anything we do that's special. Make sure you have that updated. Let's see. I have the link right here. Link just dropped in the chat. So if anybody wants to click that link, I'll drop it one more time. You can update your information. Make sure you guys are good to go. Rafa, anything else for the group before we close it out? Any other last questions? Anything with your business? Anything you guys need help with? This is one of those forums where you can just ask any question specifically. We're trying to keep it about scaling and helping you grow your business, but we're willing to answer anything here. You guys have questions?
Yeah, I would just say for sure, take some time to watch the YouTube videos. It's a lot of information in there. All of these sessions are recorded and put there fairly quickly. So if you haven't seen them yet, we strongly encourage it.
Yep, that's right. All right, guys. So if there's no other questions, we appreciate everybody's time jumping on Friday. We know you could be with your family, building your business, but you're right here with us, 40 of you guys live. Make sure you're paying attention to your emails. Jump in, guys. Let's engage each other, man. Help each other. If you see somebody in here who's posting about the business, support it. Drop a like, drop a comment, whatever, a thumbs up. All engagement is great engagement. Let's build the biggest, baddest, most supportive credit monitoring organization and affiliate program that exists in the industry. Your business will benefit. Everybody grows from it, and we'll have an amazing time doing it. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you all at the top. Let's get it.